Yeah. No, I think so too. I guess I'll give one quick teaser here. I don't know how many people knew this, but it was around November, sadly. I had to switch internet things, routers, and all that fun stuff, had to upgrade. And the weather camera actually has been down since November. I recently, literally like 2 or 3 days ago, just got it to work again. I missed the entire winter. I'm very disappointed. It would have been the perfect winter to get time lapses. Of course, I've had it for 3 years, didn't have any action. The year that I need it is the year that it fails. I was really disappointed, but I'm not saying we need more snow. That's not at all what I'm saying, but it's ready to go now for the upcoming field season and also if we get some chaotic weather. So that was a really cool part of the hiking show that kind of got missed. It wasn't as utilized towards the end, and now that I had to fight for months just to get it back, I'm really looking forward to, like I said, the time lapses again and kind of showcasing, even though it's not necessarily where the hike is going to be, it gives you more scale of like what the weather is like or what the conditions are like watching, whether it's the sunrise and sunset or maybe the rain coming or the wind or whatever from the cam. So I know that's really exciting, but just kind of wanted to throw that out there too. I literally have, I think I have two shorts from the weather cam, but we could watch the first one. I think the first one was more dramatic. You could literally watch the trees going into dormancy, in my opinion. You could watch them droop. So let me see. I think it was this one. It was a really, really cool scene here. You can just kind of watch the time lapse. So like there's a birch tree right here. Watch how the branches start to droop. It's like you can literally see the tree is alive and it starts to move because of the snow and the cold. It's towards the end here. See how all the plants are drooping down from the snowfall, but watch when it goes back to nighttime. You can see the birch tree is moving, like how
Oh wow,
quickly
yeah,
it was
that's cool.
moving. Yeah, like I don't know if a lot of people saw that, but I just can't get over seeing the birch tree, how it was moving like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. The snow and stuff pushing it down like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the response
you
too,
wouldn't
though,
know
from the
that if
tree.
you didn't see the time lapse.
Yeah. So that's one of the cool things that we can showcase with the time lapse cam. Like I said, not necessarily in the hike itself, but surrounding area maybe. But yeah, so that's just one of the cool additions that we've had. But I mean, I think that we've had a really solid season. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a short. Like there was literally one season. I think it was. No, it was the first 2 seasons. We had 3 episodes. Literally only three. Like no shorts or anything. So we are at, let's see, two. So we did 4 hikes and we have 5 episodes, not counting the shorts. So we've already done more than the first 2 seasons. If we do one more hike, we actually equal both of the first 2 seasons. So not that there's any pressure. And again, this is like a good break, like a midway point, if you will, or maybe a little past now the midway point of this season. But what are some things that you guys are looking forward to, or maybe some places that you're interested in highlighting? Of course, we talked about the abandoned turnpike, but what are some possibilities that viewers can get excited about for season 6, or maybe to end out season 5?
I'm thinking Standing Stone Trail out near Penn State College area.
It's cool.
It's
Yeah,
not
I've never
much.
even heard of it.
Well, you've been at Thousand Stairs. That kind of crosses over it, but that's not the trail. The Standing Stone is much longer. I don't know how long it is, but it's not something you walk in a day. So we could do part of it, but that's something you could do a multi-day. I think my friend John and I are going to try to do a couple nights over in July, to hike it, see what we can see.
Yeah, you and I have talked some about Ghost Town Trail, which is more a rail trail than like a traditional trail through the woods, single track. But it's a long trail and covers a lot of ground, and there's a bunch of different cool areas to see on it. Some of it can get a little monotonous, but there's a bunch of different cool things to see along that trail, and so it'd be cool to do a couple episodes on that. Um, when we talked about Powder Mill, that brought to my mind, like there's another trail out there that I'm really looking forward to doing sometime that actually goes up to an overlook and it's supposed to be pretty cool. I've never done it before, but I'd like to check that out sometime.
Yeah, we have some possibilities to do part twos as well. Um, I think Powder Mill, I mean, they have two more trails that we haven't seen. So there's the possibility, do we do a part two and a part three? Is it all just one? I mean, the longest trail is over a mile, which there's I think 300 to 400 foot elevation gain to actually look out and see. It's a really neat overlook. So that would be a really unique episode to kind of go back there at a different season, even, if we did spring or summer, because we did late summer, early fall last year there with this season, ironically. And, there's potential for places we've never been before, like you said, Josh. I mean, there's also the trails at some conservation districts, trails back at St. Francis, a lot of unique places. We haven't even been to any of the county parks in Westmoreland. So, I mean, there's a lot of potential that we have. We've not even begun to scratch the surface. And as we keep growing and building on things, again, that ZVE10 Mark II, the white camera, there might be a possibility the next piece of gear we bring out is a legit camera rather than it would be a good fit for the minimalist perspective. It's a small camera, lightweight. There's another camera I haven't really been talking about, but people will kind of see it make its way into the content. It's a little more of a niche type camera, but I've been trying it out with some of the videos. So there's a lot of tricks up our sleeve for the foreseeable future. And like we said, thermal drone potentially coming, have to figure out the legality of that. Where is DJI going to be legal a year from now, or is it, does it make more sense to wait, save some money and get a drone that's from America? But we don't really have to get into all of that, just kind of highlighting some of the challenges and some of the road ahead for the hiking show. But I guess last take on the hiking show here for season 5 and going into season 6. I mean, what are you guys looking forward to? Are you looking forward to seeing more from Josh Marichko, trying to plan some hikes? I mean, what do you guys think? Would April be a good time to kind of schedule a hike, or do you guys want to try to get out there in March sometime?
Depends when the cold stops, and I mean the rain's going to start here soon. I mean, I don't mind walking in the rain. Like, you can get some cool shots and stuff there. It just depends, I guess. I don't know. March and April is a weird time. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, you can't really fly the drone, and my specific drone's in the rain, but there are some they make that you can fly them through the rain. But so that's a risk itself.
Yeah.
This is always the time of year I'm itching to get back out there. Just kind of waiting for the weather to turn and clear up a little bit. But the one thing we know about the weather is it doesn't matter when you and I go out there, and it's going to be terrible weather. It's going to be miserable cold or miserable hot or rain or snow or something.
That's all seasons, right? I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, we've done winter hikes, but this year it just was bitter cold, and there's so much life changes that have been taking place with everybody. A lot going on, people getting sick, and just a lot of different things that have taken place. So we had to kind of take a hiatus after the Hingston Run episode, which I thought was a really interesting episode. We literally filmed where there was supposed to be a waterfall, and it was bone dry, which that was really surprising to see itself.
Yeah, that was a unique aspect of this season, especially late in the season. Just the drought we had last summer, and seeing it at Powder Mill and then at Hingston, how that had affected things and how streams were so low. I've been to that waterfall at Hingston a bunch of times, and that's the first I've ever seen it with no water coming out of it. So that was unique about this year.
I think so. Well, we'll have to get together and kind of figure out what works for everybody. If we're going to do some type of a hike in March, will it be a weekday or a weekend? Are we able to try to plan something out maybe weeks in advance so everybody is aware and we can all schedule it in? We're we'll just have to figure that out. But for the viewers, hopefully you guys can take away some of our reflection here, and that you'll have a chance to actually view any of the episodes or the shorts from season 5 of the All Seasons Hiking Show. We have a lot of really good content. It'd be really neat to highlight more from this podcast, featuring guests, maybe from some of the areas that we've explored, bring them on to talk about their trails or, their area that they own, like the land. So that might be something down the road if you guys are interested in. Maybe we get some of those guys in. I know we tried doing that early on in this in CCH podcast history, but we haven't really done that in a while. So just another idea to kick around. But that's going to do it for this episode. I just wanted to throw it out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share so you could watch more All Seasons Hiking Show content and also CCH content. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for joining me, and that'll do it. Thank you.